Shaq, your thoughts?
I like the list. However, I would also reward Ja Morant. Youngster, they're in the 8th spot. We want to talk about winning. They are in playoff contention. Guy has a lot of style, a lot of charisma. I like his game. I would have rewarded that young fella because remember, in high school and college, nobody really knew about him. He showed us what he did, in the NC2A, and has not let us down this year. So I like Ja.
Let's look at the list from last week. But you didn't have Ja on your list.
I didn't.
But as a result,
still perfect.
You got them all right.
And you, EJ?
Yeah, you and me.
How's it feel, EJ? SEC, smartest conference up here.
How about the Devin Booker question?
Well, I'm going to go back to something you said. I made a mistake. The only thing I would change, I would have put Brandon Ingram on my list. I actually forgot about him, so that's 100% on me. But I thought, listen, no disrespect to Devin Booker, but Ja Morant should have made this team. They're in the 8th spot.
Chuck, be honest, did you know about Ja Morant 2 years ago?
No, nobody knew about him until last year.
That's my point.
So, we get ready for March Madness. We get these packets every week on all the conferences, and they're like, and I tell you a funny story about this kid. Where were we in the playoffs? Milwaukee?
Yeah.
This little kid walks up to me and Ken and say, "Hey, Mr. Smith, Mr. Barkley, hey, nice to meet you." And me and Ken said, "Who is that?" Because this dude was so little, and we said, "Who's?" And
I said, "I think that's Ja Morant."
And I said, "No, he can't."
He's like, "No, that's not Ja."
And I said, "Ja Morant can't be that little."
I was like,
and we asked somebody, and he left. He said, "That's Ja Morant."
I said, "That's Ja Morant."
And I'm like, it was unbelievable. But he has been spectacular. I was pulling for him to make the All-Star team. I get some, in Phoenix, I get a chance to watch Devin Booker play.
It's a lights out year for him. He's shooting 51% and scoring 27 a night. And 20 games of at least 30.
Well, so what you mean? He's Bradley Beal?
No, not really, because
they're in the
8th spot, but they're in the 11th, 12th spot.
Yeah, that's the only point I'm making.
But I'm saying
they're number 11.
But that 11th spot is only 2 games out.
No, but 20 and 27.
Yeah, it's only.
But I'm saying like Booker and Bradley Beal got a hell.
Well, no, Bradley Beal is not making the playoff. If the Phoenix Suns go on a run, they couldn't make the playoffs.
Listen, I live in Phoenix. I pull for the Suns.
They're not making a run?
They're not making the playoffs. Please stop it.
Stop it. As the replacement for Paul George. So I agree with that because they're all hovering around the same thing. But the only thing, again, with the Pelicans is we all thought it was going to be a total collapse.
He put a nice team together. They got a lot of pieces from the Lakers, but he went out and got favors. Drew Holiday, is, other than Rudy Gobert, to me is probably the most underrated player in the league. But I still don't think the Pelicans, I don't think they can make up the ground.
Are you coming around, Chuck, on the Joker? Three of the 4 of us had him on there. The coaches.
Let me explain, because I got a friend of mine, Vanessa, was giving me a hard time about the Joker. First of all, I love the Joker. I think why I didn't put him on my list